My third day in Zion wasn't successful from a photography standpoint, but I felt that I needed to take a day off from the Narrows after my last hike. I wanted to explore some of the parts of the park that I had not yet been to in order to have a better idea of the park for future trips. I started the day with a sunrise shoot behind the Human History Museum, looking at the Towers of the Virgin. The shot wasn't fantastic, but it was good enough to record the moment. I went on to a location on the east side of the park to shoot a particular scene that I had in mind. In the end, the colors blended together, and the image looked rather flat. Later on, however, I found an intimate composition of some cracked mud and a leaf which I had placed to ground the image. After that, I rode the shuttle in between stops in the main canyon to get a better idea of where I might be going later in my trip for fall color. On day 4, I set off back into the Narrows in search of more images and more reflected light. Alright guys, so I hope the mic gets some good audio here. It's a bit loud, so I'm probably going to be yelling a bit. But right now, I'm at a scene that is several hundred feet away from the first scene I shot when I first came here, which was that leading line of water with some lovely fall color in the background. Now the glow from that is right down there. So that means that in an hour or so, that's going to light up really beautifully like it did yesterday, not yesterday, the day before yesterday from my other Narrows shot. And that's going to reflect some light all the way down this water right here. This is a shot that I've seen taken online. I've seen a couple different photos of it, but I wanted to get it because I thought it was a really nice photo. So I thought it'd be something nice just to get as one of those little portfolio shots that everyone has. And there's some other scenes in Wall Street and even some scenes down there that I might try to go to that are more original, ones that haven't really been taken before. So I'm probably going to go to Wall Street in the afternoon or maybe around noon, because that's when it gets a nice glow, or at least that's what I saw yesterday walking around. I also heard that it gets a nice glow in the morning, but I'm not too sure. So I've probably got an hour or so. But when I got to the shuttle this morning, I was a bit worried. I was the only one there for 10 minutes. I got there at 6:30 before the 7 o'clock shuttle. And there was a group of like 10 people who all come up. And then I realized this was a photography workshop. And I haven't really encountered workshops yet doing photography, but I do know that sometimes they can get in the way of other people's photography. So I was really worried with this shot in mind that, you know, they were gonna go downstream over there and set up just a big line of tripods and stuff. And I just got off the bus and I just hiked as fast as I could to get down here. Probably a bit too early. But I got ahead of them, and I don't think they'll be here during the lighting, or be setting up here during the lighting. I have a feeling that they're probably going to stop at a couple more of the popular shots along the way. So I think I have this to myself. But I'm just waiting here, got my composition all set up, and I'm just waiting for the lighting. It's just going to start all the way at that corridor and kind of cast this beautiful reflected light all the way down. Not sure if the water is as clear as it could be. You can see a little bit down there. It's kind of, it's a bit muddier colored than that nice blue color. And I'm using a polarizer so it shows up a bit more. But I think it's clear enough to get some nice shots. You can still see the rocks around here. But I'm setting up, putting my filters on, focusing, then I'm gonna wait for the light. I'm gonna film some B-roll while I'm waiting as well. Alright guys, so I waited about an hour and I ended up getting a really nice glow. There's another photographer here too. He shot next to me and we just talked a little bit and shot some photos. He actually did large format photography. He's down there right now. But I'm either going to head to Wall Street or I'm going to head down to this big sandstone wall that I saw earlier. So I guess I'll head down to Wall Street just to see what I can find, and then maybe around 1 p.m. I'll head down there to see if I can get a glow. But I'll see you guys next time I find a photo. Alright guys, so I'm taking these shots real quickly. I hope this audio is turning out well. I think it's mostly been turning out well. This is a really nice mic. I'm taking a few more shots of the scene. There's a slight glow on the scene. I don't know how good it gets, but the slightness of the glow and the contrast between the green and yellow trees in the background really makes it pop out and have this feeling like it's emanating, like the light is emanating from the tree. Really draws your eye. This is a photo that a lot of people have, but I decided just to go get it anyways. There was some better lighting down there, but I just couldn't make a shot. Just couldn't find anything that stood out. So I'm down here making a couple more exposures. So I'm getting some really nice long exposures right now. I've been set up here for a half an hour. It is a really soft glow, so I don't know if it'll get any stronger, but I think I've gotten the shot that I want. I've got this whole group of trees, and they're really in perfect color in terms of some of them are yellow, some of them are green, and it creates this kind of, it's hard to say, this contrasting color, but it really pops out nicely, the different shades of green and yellow. And it's a shot that's been taken a lot, but I really like it, so I'm taking it. And yeah, I think this has been a pretty productive day and use of my clear skies. This is probably one of the last days I'm going to get them. Tomorrow, which is actually my last day, it's going to be partly cloudy. So I don't know how that's going to play out in terms of the narrows, but tomorrow I'm planning on focusing mostly on Wall Street. So I've just got a 6-up neutral density filter right here, and that's to give me a long enough exposure to get that nice smoothness in the water. I could already get a 5-second exposure, but I wanted something more like a 30-second exposure. So that's why I'm using that. I'm also using a polarizer to take just some of the glare off the water, but not all of it. Another thing I have to say is that some of the water is starting to have a lot more debris in it now. A couple days ago when I came, the water was very clear, and now it seems to be getting a bit more on the muddier side. So it's a pretty awesome photo right here, and once I'm done with this, I'll probably pack up and head back.